Have you ever played a god-awful Roblox horror game that felt like a waste of your life? I certainly have. 3 times in a single day, even. It all starts out the same way. You and a group of friends find a funny-looking, low-quality Roblox horror game that you decide to play on the merit that, even if it looks dull, the game will at least be ironically funny.
Bro.
But besides,
I know why that dude just said bro, like I wanted to play with him.
Nobody want to play with you, little bro.
You know what? If no one joins in, I'll do it myself. How about that?
This turns out to be a lie. You then find yourself half an hour later wandering around a map of darkness, trying to solve the 5th quest in a row that involves collecting 5 trinkets, all whilst being killed over and over again by a generic monster with poorly made AI. You are then accompanied by a burning feeling that you've just wasted 30 minutes of you and your friends' time, energy, and life. For a while, Roblox Horror Games was reliant on games such as this. Throughout the late 2010s to the early 2020s, Roblox Horror was practically dominated by these story-type games, in part due to one of the most influential Roblox horror games ever, The Mimic. And I'm not talking about the one from Five Nights at Freddy's. In recent years, The Mimic has died down in players. It still gets thousands of concurrent players that many Roblox developers, specifically Roblox horror developers, can only dream of. However, the Roblox horror landscape has shifted so much in recent years, practically towards games that better implement the multiplayer mechanic than the quote-unquote story games ever did. In short, Roblox horror story games are typically just single-player games with multiplayer slapped onto them. There isn't much an excuse for why you're tending to a gas station with 4 people. With that being said, the story games haven't completely died out. I'm Breadian, the guy who talks about niche Roblox games, and I've found 3 Roblox horror games of varying quality. First, we have Holloworn, a game made by Cactus Has Died, aka the guy who made The Mimic. While The Mimic is still pulling thousands of players, it certainly is past its prime. This style of Roblox horror game just isn't the big thing anymore. Instead, it's character-centric games now, to varying degrees of quality. With that being said, I'm going into this game blind, perhaps to get some nostalgia, but mostly to try to analyze it through a modern perspective. This will help us learn how these Mimic-core games have fallen out of favor. A big reason of which is due to the amount of padding that I talked about earlier, aka fake gameplay, which eats up about an hour of your time. To alleviate this boredom, my friends and I are utilizing VoiceMod, a software for gamers that boasts interactive, shared soundboards. Throughout this video, my friends and I are able to keep our gameplay fun and interconnected. We have to repair the generators?
I don't like this.
Even during the dullest moments, we're able to create an inside joke out of it. VoiceMod's shared soundboards allow you to add any sound you like, whether it's uploaded yourself, or from VoiceMod's vast selection of community sounds. For example, whenever my friend Davude, yes, that's his name, died to the extremely underwhelming monster, we played the beginning of Washing Machine Heart, because our friend group knows him as the guy who's washed at every game.
I don't know how to pick up.
Oh my god, you're so... You're washed. All we need to do is play the very beginning of the song and everybody gets it. And whenever a new inside joke comes up, we can simply add it to our already massive soundboard, effectively keeping our friends group lore up to date. If you want to use the soundboard that I've been using in this video, check out the link in the description. Alternatively, you can make your own soundboard, I don't care. After all, free users now have access to unlimited soundboard sounds. Yeah, it's basically free for everyone, so give it a try. Thank you to VoiceMod for sponsoring this video. So today, we're gonna be playing Holloworn with my friends Da and Robert.
This game's ass.
Chud. This game was made by the same guy who made The Mimic.
My name. What was the Mimic again? Was that the one with the cabin?
No.
The Japanese. Maybe because it was my mother's last stop. There's just a sign that says what? Is it Tokyo Ghoul?
Oh, you can sprint? Something Dad needs to do more of.
Oh, here's a few chat.
No,
Never
Big
go back.
black monster.
I cleaned up that tree all by myself.
We gotta find the rose toys.
So we need to take the roses, put them on your mother's grave, then return to the cabin. Whenever I go to res you, it literally pushes me away from you, and I'm not even joking now. We need to like go to like a solid wall or something so I can't get pushed away.
Oh, I'm even faster now.
Whee! Dude, its footsteps sound like like a table leg. Oh, okay.
Well, I think when you die, it just spawns you. Okay,
Oh, it
at
kills
least it
you.
doesn't. At least it doesn't like log you out of the thing.
I like the
So you have
cutscene.
to do it.
Okay, why do I have Discord notifications? It better not be
Log
from...
you out. Granny talk.
Oh, the game's creator said, thank you for playing, Breadian. If this one is up to your expectation, I look forward to making that one this big. I got spawn killed, by the way. I'm just letting you know that.
It's like dodge
Wait.
R6.
He's doing it again. I'm gonna light him up, Brad. I'm lighting him up. I'm lighting his ass up.
Are you sure we don't want to send Robert
Yeah.
first? Are you sure we don't want to send Robert first?
I got this. I got this.
Are you sure we don't want to send Robert first?
Da.
Dude, I'm like, I'm on the out. There's an invisible wall where I want to go. No, I was literally. Oh my god, I got FNAF'd. Is there? Can I just fucking take out a gun and just shoot myself?
Can you reset?
Oh wait, yeah,
Or
let's
did
try
they
that.
Take away the reset button.
This area will kill you. Line dial. Dodge, your watch.
I just
Wait, what if I go
squirted all over the monster
Guys.
and he killed me. Don't put me in the fire.
Okay, well, I want this one tree. Is my fire extinguisher glitched, Robert? Because I can't do anything. Like, I actually cannot do anything in this
you
game.
got bad eyes too.
Well, Dot isn't doing shit either. Why don't you yell at him?
Well, because that's just always use.
Whoa. It's not.
45.
We have to repair the generators. Dot's gonna blow up a generator.
I don't like this.
I'm so tempted just to hold E on the first two. Okay, that wasn't
I didn't think you were actually gonna get a 7.
6, 7.
Yes.
What's down there? Wait,
I don't fucking know. Over here, Brad.
oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm Lord Croft. I'm Lord.
Turn them on and all right now.
Oh, okay, that opens it up.
Oh my god. I like how it only attacks one person at once, so it just walked past Robert.
Now, how do you fail?
I just clicked, alright? I just clicked.
When does this game end?
Why would I know? Why are you asking like I'm a parent?
Because you just were talking about the messages from the dev.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask him when is this over. His last message was, I hope you're enjoying it. The carry system took so long to add. He was gonna actually get lunch with me because he's only like an hour away. We never did though.
Nope.
It's watching that begrudging gameplay, it can be concluded that Holloworn suffers from padding, dull gameplay, and no excuse to play with other people, as well as no reason to spend money on it. Holloworn is likely an abandoned project at this point, but the next game needs to make itself more replayable. The most successful Roblox horror games right now are games that can be replayed, as well as give reason to invite your friends, as well as selling cosmetics. If Roblox sees that Holloworn is getting Roblox players to invite their friends to play it over and over again, as well as making them spend money on cosmetics and stuff, then maybe it will get bumped in the algorithm, but Holloworn does none of these things. The goofy carrying mechanic seems shoehorned in, and the monster's chases lack engagement and tension, because you already know the outcome of the quote-unquote chase. You're going to die as soon as you run out of stamina. The outhouses serve as save points, but this isn't really communicated to the player, because the doors don't shut. The game is scripted in a way that the monster sees outhouses as safe points that it's unable to enter. The outhouses aren't hiding spots where you have to hide from the monster strategically and try not to make noise via holding your breath or something. The monster will literally watch you walk into an outhouse and it'll just drop chase and not care. Like this is just a cartoon. The monster is also unengaging. I didn't even know what its name was, let alone its backstory. It's a generic design that it looks like something I've seen before countless times. The animations and sound designs aren't anything special either. The monster introduces itself in an over-the-top flamboyant way, where you can tell exactly what it is. This doesn't exactly leave a lot to the imagination. Certain Roblox games have you get brief glimpses of creatures before giving you little bits of lore every time you play the game. This effectively keeps the player engaged by forming a mystery around the game's antagonist. Holloworn attempts to have a mystery at such a surface level that my friends and I were unable to really find interest within the narrative. Throughout the game, you're guided by a man on the radio who directs you to objectives, but doesn't even acknowledge that the monster keeps telling you to find 3 chests, or investigate the park for damages, despite the fact that there's a giant deer killer Wendigo Native American monster adjacent mythological creature.
You are not alone.
What did I tell you about sticking to the trails?
What?
Do you think, like, the finger stank?
In the latter half of the game, there's a giant crypt/tomb that has a note that says, "Don't trust the guy on the radio, just leave." And in that moment, my friends and I were like, hell yeah, let's get this over with. But when we went back to the car, the game did what was expected. There was a cutscene where the monster destroys the car, but doesn't kill the player. No, because then the game would be over. The monster just breaks the car and sends you back to doing some more busy work.
I'm in the cabin. Why is it not?
Because you don't count
We
as a
all have
person.
to
Me,
get-
me or Robert has to be the one to do it.
Why did one of you have to?
Because you're side character.
Oh my god.
The
Next
church.
Next, we
are
have
a
to find the
side
fountain
character.
of youth and then all over it.
The final encounter/final battle happens inside a cabin, and the best way that I could describe it in short is a Roblox horror game where you're in a cabin and you have to keep the fire going. Does it ring a bell? Yeah, it probably does. It's one of those yellow people games, like Residence Massacre, Night Before the Blizzard, Deep Descent. I think Five Nights at Thomas the Tank Engine uses mechanic too.
5 a.m. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Keep it going. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
And I know it's not a crime to reuse a game mechanic. Lots of great games have done something like this. I just can't think of any right now. But Holloworn does it in a way that's so paint by numbers and tired and miserable. And clearly the people who made this game felt the same way, because the animations for the windows breaking aren't even complete. I don't even recall if there was a sound effect of the window breaking. I think whoever was assigned to work on this segment of the game just got tired and sick of what he was doing halfway through and just said, fuck it, I'm done for the day. And nobody bothered to proofread his work. I think that Holloworn's shortcomings are due to Cactus, the creator being a bit out of practice. He did tell me that Holloworn is a game that was more or less going to set the framework for his future games that he's working on. Cactus and I met at the tail end of my winter semester over emails. He stated he had plans for a high-quality Roblox game that would be different from the Mimic, sort of a magnum opus. I told him I'd sign onto the project, but I didn't want money in return. I just needed him to, quote-unquote, help get me to 100k subscribers. Yeah, that's very vague, I know, but it worked. Cactus quickly got back with me, then he asked for my phone number. We played iMessage games periodically. We also exchanged Instagram profiles, to which he saw my face and called me Majestic. We also proposed having a meeting over lunch, since he revealed that he was only a 30-minute drive from my residence. We haven't exactly had that meeting yet, but... Wait a minute. Housebound is god-awful. The game is limited to 4 players, for no reason by the way. There's no lore reason for this. It's just there to upsell the Game Pass where you can get a larger lobby. And by the way, this Game Pass is broken. I bought the Game Pass for a larger lobby size. It didn't work. The game wouldn't start. I joined a brand new server. I didn't think we had to do that in modern Roblox anymore. And it still wouldn't work. What was the solution? I made a lobby, left the lobby after everyone joined it. Then, with someone else as the lobby host, they were able to start the game. Not me, the person who bought the Game Pass, just my friend. Let me join. Okay, now you hit start, Robert.
You're just washed. You're just washed.
Thank God I was able to relay that information to my friend in voice chat. But God, the entire debacle took over 15 minutes. Not a good first impression. Put everybody in a bad mood instantly.
Smells fishy in here. Yeah, I don't. I think that's a
Granny.
Granny.
We got the we got the toy box. We got it. We finished.
Gotta go do the other
Now we gotta do
things.
homework and then load the washing machine.
The game initially had a promising look and aesthetic, but it's just another paint-by-numbers game with surface-level lore. The beginning of the game, the prologue, was the most engaging experience. Everything after that was one of those key-finding simulators. There was really no reason for the game to have multiple players, since only one person can solve a puzzle at a time. This also makes it frustrating when people pick up items and they're dumb and they can't solve puzzles, and then we can't solve a puzzle, even though I said, please for God's sake, don't pick up that object. I know what kind of person you are. Please let me pick it up so we can finish this game.
All right, let's get this game over with and feed the dogs. We can get out of here. You put the dog food in the dog bowl.
Wait, what about... Is this Granny's head?
Put this fucking food in the bowl. Oh. Carl. Put that upstairs.
Alright.
I bought the radar game pass and it's useless. It's supposed to show you where the monster is in order for you to get an early warning. But the monster just teleports to people periodically. So there's no point in really saying, okay, the monster is on the first floor. We're on the third floor. We are safe, because the monster will just teleport to you anyways. It's literally useless info. Housebound features the same problems as before, and the same problems I've said in like all my YouTube videos, like a broken record. Loud, generic monster, unengaging lore, paint by numbers puzzles and gameplay. No excuse to play this game with your friends. In fact, I argue that it punishes you for playing with friends. Not only because of the whole inventory system debacle, but because after 20 minutes my friends were like, Red, why do we have to play this? Red, why didn't you make us play this?
Can you Google the ending? It's literally you do this. I'm looking up right now. You screwdriver it and you just kind of like leave.
Screwdriver?
You leave through the backyard. You find another note I'm not reading, and then you just kind of walk off.
Carl, I can't get this fucking key. The key broke into pieces. I shit you not. This is actually crazy. You know what, editor? Get this on footage. I'm getting the angle of this. The key broke into multiple pieces and fell into the floor.
This game took an hour of our life and we didn't even beat it. I was most harmed by this experience because I bought 2 game passes and they didn't even work correctly. I feel like I got scammed by a prostitute. That's what this game felt like. It took my money and it fucked me. Our final game is called The Butchery, which is based off of Resident Evil 7, so of course I like it. There isn't much wrong with The Butchery. In fact, I've made 2 videos on it already.
Some people want to fuck the one on the left.
The pig?
You were brought here tonight for a...
It's a very goofy horror game that, while not taking itself too seriously, does stay consistent to its themes.
Oh my god, it's
The game isn't super serious, but the game developers don't exactly get lazy or laxed with it. The designs of the house and the monsters are all consistent, and also leave a lot of room for the imagination. The characters, despite being voiced by AI, are still loved by the community, as I've discovered via TikTok.
Yeah, I love freaks. I'm gonna live and I'm gonna laugh and love freaks.
Why is this? Well, because they're hot.
Wow, I've never really appreciated William from this angle.
Well, because they're given character. They interact with each other. They interact with the players a few times, and at the very least, they talk. People can learn about their dynamic, their backstories via a hidden note. They're a twisted pair of brothers who create monstrous farm animals, but they weren't always like this. It was some sort of plant virus that infected their brain, like Resident Evil 7. TikTok also finds them hot, which is also a plus, because this is seen as a form of engagement.
The position in this one is superb. Now I know how it feels to be towered over by myself.
There's edits, there's fan art, there's funny clips of people put on TikTok to promote the game.
That time William and I were turned into hot Asian guys. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it.
They're able to latch onto these characters that they love so much. With the 2 previous games I showed, there wasn't much of any of that. Maybe Holloworn should take the deer creature, make it super tall and skinny and muscular, and have it talk in a deep, whisper-like tone. The only problems with the Butchery that I can think of right now are the lack of excuse for multiple players to be there, as with most Roblox horror games. I mean, come on, there's 4 adult men in this room, and only 2 captors armed with kitchen utensils. Why don't we just jump them? It's not like we're tied down or anything. Maybe this is all consensual. The Butchery also has a lack of microtransactions, which Roblox deems important, since Roblox likes money. So Roblox promotes games that have a high rate of people buying their stuff. Considering the Butchery is 17+, they can get away with some expensive microtransactions, since older people tend to have their own money to spend impulsively. The Butchery has no game passes, only a vending machine that sells stuff like ammo for Robux. Back when Chapter 2 first came out, it was incredibly difficult to beat without spending money on ammo. Chapter 2 has since been nerfed, but I didn't have to buy ammo this time around. The Butchery also needs game passes. Perhaps they can make the player an actual character. Perhaps a helpless victim who is shorter and weaker than the brothers. This not only explains why your players doesn't just fight back against the brothers, since you're a twink, it's romantic. Also, you can sell cosmetics for the main character for like 800 Robux each. So there you go, I'm Breadian, the guy who talks about niche Roblox games. What did we learn today? If you're making a Roblox horror game, 1. Don't make your player want to kill themselves. 2. Make your villain hot. 3. Sell cosmetics. Thank you for watching. Please check out the Breadian channel and suplex the like button. Please subscribe to the Breadian channel as well. We're really trying to get to 100k subscribers. Then I'll reveal my face and you can see if Cactus was capping or not. Also, check out the description where you can play these games for yourself, as well as check out my voice mod soundboard that I use in this video.